Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Okay, come on up, sir. 22-40969 is now called the State of Texas versus DeMarcus James Baines. That's you?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. West is your attorney? This man right here, right?
So,
All right, there's a motion to revoke unadjudicated probation filed as of February 17th of this year. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this? Can we proceed in summary?
we can, Your Honor. Yes.
All right. Well, raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statements you're going to make during this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Lower your hand. Looks like we took this up. I dismissed two things today,
Yes, sir.
right? Okay. So this states in this motion that on March 20th, 2023, in this court, you were placed on 10 years deferred or unadjudicated probation for the second-degree felony of burglary of a habitation. Is all of that true?
Yes, sir. Can I tell you something before you continue?
Yeah. Go ahead.
The day I was arrested, I had just got paid. I would have been able to make a payment,
Okay.
but
We'll take care of
Okay,
the payment issue. We're going to get to. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Number 2 states you committed the offense of public intoxication on or about June 18th, 2024, in violation of condition 1 of your deferred or unadjudicated probation order. Is that true or untrue?
I was inside of a car.
Was that true or untrue?
True.
Okay, you can explain all of that, but
Yes, sir.
public
So,
intoxication is okay. Condition 1 states in your probation order that you shall commit no offense against the laws of this state or any other state or of the United States. And this states you intentionally and knowingly appeared in a public place while intoxicated, which is in violation of your probation order. And I'll skip the thing about the money. Number 5 states that you committed the offense of evading arrest or detention on or about June 20th of last year, 2024, in Jefferson County, Texas. Is that true or untrue?
untrue.
What's happened in that?
He already pled no contest, Your Honor, and received, I believe, I say he received probation, but
Yes, sir.
And hold on, you've already pleaded to that. There was a finding then by the court. What did they find on that evading? Also committing, number 6 goes on to state that on that same day, you committed the offense of resisting arrest. And also on that same day, you committed the offense of public intoxication. That was 2 days after number 2, you pleaded true to being intoxicated on June 18th. Well, we still have 8 through 13 to go through.
so I'm have to look at a separate one to get the judgment, Your Honor.
Yeah. Was there a judgment on evading arrest, resisting arrest, and public intoxication on that day? Are there 3 judgments?
I know on the evading and the resisting, there are judgments. I'm not sure about the it's pulling one up right.
PI was not part of it.
Yeah, that would be the I wouldn't be able to look at it.
Yeah.
He received 9 days county jail for one. That was for the evading arrest or detention. And then
Can I see the judgment?
yes, Your Honor, I'll print it out real quick.
Was that criminals? Trespass was dismissed, and then the evading and resisting both had 9 days on it. It looks like here from.
Okay. All right. Print those. So are those allegations true?
The ones you played.
That you committed the offenses of evading arrest or detention and resisting arrest on June 20th, 2024 in Jefferson County, Texas?
No, sir.
Okay, well, guess what? He's got judgments that said you're found guilty in a criminal court. That's
Okay.
beyond a reasonable doubt. It only takes a preponderance of the evidence here of a violation of law for you to be revoked,
Okay.
which is less.
Okay.
But the point is beyond a reasonable doubt. Let's just say beyond a reasonable. That's what that court found.
Well, do I already
That's
support? It's fine with me.
let's take one thing out at a time.
Yes, sir.
It says you were found guilty in a court of that, off of those offenses. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 5 and 6, you're pleading true to
Yes, sir.
the evading arrest and resisting arrest.
Yes, sir.
We're going to skip the public announcements. Okay. 8 states you failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office on or about November 26, 2024 and December 16th of 2024 in violation of your probation order. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And then 13 states you were at a location other than your residence at approximately 11:30 p.m. on or about November 9th, 2024 in violation of your curfew order in condition 18 of the deferred probation order, which states that you must be inside your home every day between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading true then to these violations 2,
Yes, sir.
5, 6, 8, and 13 of this motion to revoke unadjudicated probation voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently, and because those allegations are true?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it only takes one or more violations of probation? That's enough of a violation if found true by a preponderance of the evidence or greater. That's enough to grant a motion to revoke probation. Your probation can now be revoked. You're on deferred or unadjudicated probation for the 2nd-degree felony of burglary of a habitation. So you are looking at, if revoked and found guilty, no less than 2 nor more than 20 years confinement in prison. Knowing that, do you insist on pleading true to these violations nonetheless?
Yes, sir.
I find you pleading true voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading true to these violations of probation. Was there any, there was a burglary here.
There's no restitution. Your
No
Honor.
restitution.
Your Honor, a state would offer exhibits 1, which is the judgment of conviction for the is for the resisting, and then also states exhibit 2, the judgment of conviction for the evading arrest or detention,
Which support the defendant's plea of true.
Yeah,
Your allegations 5 and 6 of this motion to revoke probation. Without objection?
No objection.
Admitted. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Mr. West.
Uh,
How much time does this man have, please? You just did 280 days.
Marcus, you understand, you just pled true to some allegations, some offenses that you committed, correct?
Okay.
Okay. I mean, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why should the judge, well, let me ask you this, what are you asking the judge to do in this case? Do you want to, what do you want to do?
Pre-sentence report.
What I was thinking, the reason why I was caught in another place, I was homeless at the time. So I didn't have a job or wasn't reporting, and I didn't want to go upstairs without any money. But I ended up getting a job by the place I was arrested, the Subway. I ended up getting a job. I got paid that. I actually had to get my son mom to come pick up my car because to take care of him, of course, I couldn't do anything with it. But I was asking now if I can have another chance with the probation being reinstated, even if we have to add time to it or I have to be on the stricter surveillance or whatever. Man, I really appreciate that, man.
So you're requesting the court to continue on probation, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you understand that by committing new crimes, the court had, and you pled guilty to them, the court can revoke you. You understand that? And you think it's best for you to continue on probation. Like I said, you have a job. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you get out, let's say the judge does continue operation, you get out. Are you gonna have that same job or are you gonna have to find another job?
I'm a gospel drummer, so I get paid for that, but I also have to go find another job. But it's a good thing I got a lot. I got like this. I have this now, so now I'll be able to go get my credentials. I already have the form and everything I need. Everything I need to go get it. So this is a plus for me.
Okay, what is that? What is
My job.
what is that? Oh, your jail ID.
So now I have proof. Identity.
Okay, did you not get an ID before? Did you have trouble getting an ID?
Yeah, that's one of the looks I'm going.
You need to, whenever you get out of this, you need to get some other form of identification.
Yes, sir.
That's you're not going to swoon and impress job opportunities by showing your jail inmate card.
Yes, sir. I actually I don't know if y'all gonna follow or not, but I have the discharge from mental health came talk to me. Someone told me about them helping you get your ID and everything, and I already have an ID form and I have a social security form and all that in a yellow folder under my
Okay. So you got all the forms to get all those other forms of IDs,
Yes,
but
sir.
the jail ID helps you
That's the stuff.
getting those forms of ID. Oh, okay. All right, you're not planning on using that jail ID as your ID. You use this to get the ID.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your goal is to get this done. And how long have you been in jail? I think the court said it was 200 something days. Does that sound
9
like
months.
9 months?
So I also have a job too, a job as well.
In the jail? Okay, so you're a trustee of the jail too?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing over there?
I'm a rec-yard trustee, so while everyone's, playing or working on and exercising, I'll go around, look around, see what I need to pick up, and then at night, I'll go with the room, sweep up, take out all the trash, and things like that. I also started at Orange, but I wasn't getting into trouble. And that they didn't have one roundups. They moved everyone. I guess they moved everyone that didn't have any write-ups to regular population.
So you're in general population, right?
Yes, sir.
And a trustee as well on top of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. So you think that you've not only you're asking the court to give you continuing on probation, give you a chance to even your behavior in jail since you've been locked up the last 9 months has shown that you can follow the rules and do what you need to do now.
Very well.
That's what I think.
I have no question, Your Honor.
Okay. What did we ask you?
I'm gonna ask to continue on probation or give him a chance to get out and to get back on the right track. I think he has some issues, but I think he's like he said he's talking with mental health individuals now. I think that might be some issues here.
That was just for the ID, actually. That was for the ID.
And Your Honor, we'd ask for 3 years TDC in this case. He's committed a couple of new offenses while he's been on there. A couple other were at least one was dismissed because he was pleading on those others.
I agree to stay on this one. He absconded. Anything he did report, he was reporting unscheduled. So he was called to the office
I'm sorry.
as when he did report, he would report unscheduled. So he would just come to the office when he felt like it. Same story, he's feeding me, he fed me before. And that was the last time that I did this. The office materials from the charges he picked up were very disturbing. So I don't think he can be successful in probation. Tested positive for cocaine once. Like, and he's only made one payment since he's been on probation.
The reason why I couldn't make payments,
So one paying so he's on probation.
because I didn't have a job. I was homeless, so I sent around a lot of homeless people. Then when I finally did get a job at Subway, they said the only way for me to keep the job is to have an ID. The day I got paid was from that Subway. From that Subway, you can call them and everything. And a lot of jobs that I went to said that I needed some form of ID, and they said I could use a jailhouse ID. So I was like, okay. Cool.
Well, that's okay. No, that's the least of your problems. You need another type of identification, though. That's not going to. That doesn't impress a lot of folks. The jail ID. They might get afraid to hire you. See, so that's not the way to do it. But there are other ways of getting IDs.
Yes, sir. Actually, this is what I'm saying. This is the starter to have the forms and everything already waiting on us.
And does probation feel that further supervision of him would be fruitless?
Yeah, I don't think that he'll be able to be successful. Honestly. And I even stopped the case with his previous officer. He was telling her, I'm gonna pay him this day, I'll pay him this day, he never brought the payments. And then he gave it, well, verified to us an address for his uncle's house. When I called the uncle said he hadn't seen him in weeks. He never had working phone for us to communicate with him. So I don't know how.
I actually just got finished talking to my uncle.
What kind of programs are available to help that we haven't tried maybe in his particular circumstance?
Well, if you go
Anything?
to Spinotop, you can go on the mental health case code.
And Your Honor, and just based on, I feel like he's already been given a huge break based on the underlying facts in this case. It's pretty serious with regard to him showing up in somebody else's house who he didn't know. Yes, sir.
I know, because it was like she's like a girl, but she just got upset. And I was just ready to give back to my son, and that's why I pleaded guilty to.
So what were you doing over there?
I was going over to tell it was a girlfriend. Well, she wasn't a girlfriend. She's upset with me because I didn't want her to be my girlfriend. She man, like, if I could explain something to you, after a while of me having sex with a girl, I start feeling bad because I'm actually a gospel drummer, so I get whooped already by the word every Sunday. So once I start wanting to have sex, they don't want me anymore, and then I feel the same way when they get somebody else. And then one night, just wanted to go over and chill with it,
Okay.
and she was upset with me.
All right. Okay. Maybe you've said too much. Here, on this burglary of a habitation, I mean, you entered through the bedroom window. Is that normal for you?
Yes, that's how
You come in through the bedroom windows? Is that how you enter into people's homes?
that's how she let me in. Usually.
Oh, you tried the door first and you couldn't get in. Sir, that's what this report says. Then you got in through the bedroom. All right. Okay. Oh, anything else? No. Nothing. I'm going to find there is sufficient evidence supporting this motion to revoke unadjudicated probation. To grant it by a preponderance of the evidence or greater, as allegations 2, 5, 6, 8, and 13 have been proven true by a preponderance of the evidence or greater, and thus your deferred or unadjudicated probation is hereby revoked. Earlier in this case, you pleaded guilty voluntarily. You were mentally competent to do so to the burglary of habitation, second-degree felony. There was sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea from State's Exhibit 1 admitted at your plea hearing to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Now I find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of this burglary of a habitation. And I am going to sentence you to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 3 years as recommended by the state. I think that is fair here on the low side under these circumstances, but you're you've failed on too many of these steps in probation and the probation office that I count on, who are very positive about folks and are very work hard to help people successfully complete probation. The probation office feels like you have failed, and
Every
you
time I go
are
up there,
not. You're
they're
not worthy
sarcastic.
of continuing on
Really
probation.
sarcastic.
You don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. You're not on probation anymore. Your probation is revoked. You've sentenced to prison. And
Wow.
don't berate the probation office.
It's cool.
They're there to help you. They are 93% success rate. You have failed, not them. You. That is all.
You know one day, you're sitting on and all of this.
You are taken away. You've had enough. You've made too many mistakes.